Good evening, viewers. Welcome to International Power Sector News. Today's headlines: Tata Power subsidiary granted Indonesian coal mining lease. Acme partners with Scatec for green ammonia facility. Updates related to renewable projects. Updates related to solar tenders and projects. Coming to the details. Tata Power subsidiary PT Kaltim Prima Coal has been granted mining lease by Indonesian government. Kaltim Prima Coal is based out of Indonesia and Tata Power holds 30% stake in it through its wholly owned subsidiary Bira Investments Pte Limited. The lease is granted for initial period of 10 years till December 31st, 2031 and can be extended by the provisions of applicable regulations. This extension confers certainty of the mining operations and supply of coal. These are strategic assets to Tata Power, which also help in hedging imported coal price exposure for its generating assets. The renewal will also help to ensure a regular supply of coal for its thermal power plants. Apart from Kaltim Prima Coal, Tata Power through its subsidiaries holds a 26% stake in PT Baramulti Suksarana TBK mines in Indonesia. It has also signed an agreement to sell its 30% stake in PT Arutmin Indonesia and associated companies in coal trading and infrastructure. Renewable energy firm Acme Group signed an agreement with Norway-based Scatec to invest in its Oman project with a 50-50 joint venture to design, develop, build and operate a large-scale ammonia facility in Dukmu Special Economic Zone of Oman. The first phase of the facility is expected to produce 1 lakh tons of green ammonia annually and will be expanded to 1.2 million tons per annum with about 3.5 gigawatt of electrolyzer capacity, which will be powered by 5.5 gigawatt of solar PV plant. The partners are in advanced discussion with reputable off-takers for 20 to 25-year contracts, which will lay the foundation for financing of the project. The partners expect to fund the facility through equity and project finance debt. Assam Power Distribution Company Limited expressed the hope of exploring opportunities and future collaboration on geothermal power, wind and solar power with Japanese companies. Japan Bank for International Cooperation has mobilized $7.8 billion for Indian operations for financial year 2020-21. Japan Bank is interested in giving loans to Indian companies and public-private enterprises that have a minimum 10% equity holding by a Japanese company, and Japan Bank is open to lending to ventures along with other co-financers to entities that purchase Japanese equipment. Sirindhorn Dam Project, a floating hydro solar farm in northeastern province of Ubon Ratchathani in Thailand, has more than 1,44,000 solar cells which can generate 45 megawatt of electricity. The immense installation covering 7,20,000 square meters of water surface is a hybrid system that converts sunlight to electricity by day and generates hydropower at night. The $35 million Sirindhorn project took nearly 2 years to build owing to COVID delays. This is the first of 15 such farms Thailand plans to build by 2037 with total generating capacity of 2,725 megawatt. Colombian Caribbean city Barranquilla has signed a memorandum of understanding with Copenhagen Infrastructure New Markets Fund to build country's first offshore wind energy project. The 350 megawatt wind offshore project, which is to be developed near Barranquilla, the capacity of capital of Colombia's Atlantico province, could bring up to $1 billion investment. The country has potential for power generation of 50 gigawatt with offshore projects, which almost triples the current installed capacity of entire country, which is 17.7 gigawatt. China plans to build 450 gigawatt of solar and wind power generation capacity on Gobi and other desert regions. China had installed 306 gigawatt of solar power capacity and 328 gigawatt wind capacity by the end of 2021. The construction of about 100 gigawatt of solar power capacity is already underway in the desert area. Rosario Solar, a special purpose vehicle of Dhamija Group, has invited expression of interest from contractors for engineering, procurement and construction of 113 megawatt solar power project in Buxani district of Romania. The successful bidder will also have to take care of operation and maintenance activities of the project. The last date to submit bids is March 31st, 2022. Early development works for the project will start from April 15 and the PPA negotiation will be concluded by May 1st. The EPC and operation and maintenance selection will take place on September 2nd. NTPC Limited is giving support as a project management consultant to 9 member countries of International Solar Alliance for implementation of 3,845 megawatt of solar parks and projects, which would result in generation of around 9,228 million units of power per annum, will bringing an investment of $3 to $4 billion. Tunisia has awarded 6 solar power projects to bidders in a bid to move closer to its international obligations for its domestic renewable share of energy. The combined output of all these solar projects will be 500 megawatt, which will attract investment of more than $400 million. These projects were awarded as a part of concession system of Tunisia in 2019 to Norwegian renewable power producer Scatec ASA, a consortium of France Engie and Moroccan energy company Nareva, as well as consortium of AMEA Power LLC and TBEA Jinsha New Energy Company Limited. Huawei Digital Power Technologies has signed a strategic cooperation agreement with Mainergy Technology Company, the leading PV developer in West Africa. The agreement will see Huawei Digital Power provide a complete smart PV and energy storage system solution for a 1 gigawatt utility scale PV plant and 500 megawatt hour ESS project energy storage solution project being developed by Mainergy in Ghana. Additional news today. Electric vehicle giant Tesla has officially received environmental approval to start production at Gigafactory Berlin with approval to produce 5 lakh electric vehicles per year. But also as expected, there are few caveats that will prevent Tesla from officially starting production. Omega Siki Mobility and MAW Vriddhi commercial vehicle has the second largest automobile group in Nepal has announced a strategic partnership for retailing OSM's range of made in India electric vehicles in Nepal. Thank you and good day.